Oh, we don't need a diaper. Also, what do you think, babe? Should we have the humidifier down?
I like it because it's not super sweet. From my literal dream home. We have been slowly unboxing every room. I'm currently in my new office slash guest room. You can also probably tell by my voice, I'm sick. We've been sick kind of nonstop since the fall. Y'all are just getting over this flu and my voice is like the last thing. It's just taking forever. The previous owners left us some mattresses, which was so nice because I didn't know what I was gonna put into this guest room. I didn't have another mattress and I have a desk and I'm so happy. I'm sitting here looking out this beautiful old window at our backyard and our future pool. I mean, it's covered in snow right now, but I'm looking at the huge trees. I'm so happy and so inspired. I was currently just editing the last video that went up on my channel, just us explaining the move and finding the home and why we love the home, etc. And we're so excited. I just think I was feeling really claustrophobic in that old home. And there was just a lot of sadness, happiness and sadness in that old home. Like, it was happy because it was the first home that we bought. I loved it. It was something I was very proud of, but a lot of memories went into it that were not so happy. So I'm just very excited to be in a new environment and like in a very good place in my life with a fresh mind. And I'm feeling so happy. Like, the day that we moved in, my whole family came and Dan's family, and we just kind of hung out and the movers left and Dan and I mean, there's boxes and garbage everywhere. It was freezing cold in the house because the house is old. We didn't know how to do the heating because there's like baseboard heatings in certain parts of the home. And then anyways, it was a whole big ordeal of us trying to figure out like how to heat our home for the kids and for us. And finally, when everyone was sleeping and Dan and I settled in for the evening, we were laying in bed and we were just saying, I can't believe we're here. Because in October, we would say, we're going to eventually be in that home in the first night and be laying in bed like, we did it. We were finally in that position and we just looked at each other and we're like, it felt like Christmas morning. We were so happy and we've been so happy, even though we're living in a mess with crap everywhere, but we're slowly getting there. My sister-in-law actually came by and helped so much, which was really nice. She kind of watched Rue as Dan and I did a few tasks, and then she also helped Dan so much with like moving furniture. A lot of my old bedroom furniture in this room. I don't know if you followed me ever since I lived with my parents. This was in my parents' home. This big mirror was as well. And in all honesty, this is probably gonna be the last room that I decorate because I don't care. Like, it's just a guest room. But I really want to focus on the carpets. We want to rip up a lot of the carpets because they're just really old, and we want to put hardwood just to match the rest of the house, have it be cohesive. I'm undecided if we want to stain, like sand and stain the old floors. The upstairs is fine. It's the downstairs is a bit more yellow. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's also not something that needs to be done immediately. These are just some things that we want to do somewhat soon. And then we want to open up a wall in the hallway just because there is like a separation between the old historic part of the home and then like the added extension that was built in the 90s. Yeah, the wall itself that he wants to take down is not like a low-bearing structural wall, so it's super easy. We don't really know why they didn't do that from the get-go. Just a design choice, but we're very, very excited to get that done. Dan's getting Rue from her nap. And then we want to do the kids' rooms because the one thing that our son was very sad about with moving was his wallpaper, leaving his wallpaper behind. He was very upset over that. So we told him he can pick any wallpaper he wants for his new room. We can even do the same if he wanted to, but he's very excited about that. So we're gonna do my son's room and my daughter's room and wallpaper on the study downstairs. and like slowly start doing things. I mean, there's so much potential with this house and so much stuff to do. We don't even know where to start. So we're very excited about it. But even with this cold, like I'm just so happy.
A long-term idea for this little corner is to make it into like an actual bar.
Yeah, because he has all of his drinks here.
That's not an urgent thing, but we would put out like a bar counter here, maybe curve it a little bit so it stays open. A couple stools, like a bar backdrop with the bottles, and then have like underneath I could put a mini fridge, like a bar, like a cute little bar, because it would be part of like the whole social nook.
Yeah, because over here is the kitchen. This is the breakfast nook area where we have coffee
like
and
a
then
little wine rack there, and already a built-in mini fridge here.
Built-in mini fridge here, and then you would have it open up into the dip-down living area, and the billiards room with the pool table is over there.
It's like the social corner of the house, right? This is going to be like the main used area, but that's a long-term plan. But for now, I think we should put like this, but actually put the mirror up.
Yeah. That way I could just
you can take your outfit photos.
Outfit photos here.
Plus I think it'll kind of open up this corner a bit, having the reflection.
Yeah.
Like right now it's all kind of cut off.
You can always keep the mirror there too, like once the bar goes in.
It's a nice bar backdrop, having a mirror. And then maybe like a couple of small floating shelves beside it. But for now we can just do this and put that up, and we'll anchor it so it doesn't fall.
Let's do it.
It'll make it look pretty. I need to put something in here to like stop this tree from falling over all the time.
Wow, what a difference.
Doesn't block the mirror too much?
No, it's nice. Blocks your face.
Good one.
It's so good.
Oh yeah, look at that. It really opens up the space.
I know.
You come around this corner and it's like...
We also have skylights up here.
It'd be so nice.
It's really tall. How tall is this actually?
Very tall. 20 foot, I don't
And
know.
then the bolted ceilings. We do want to have like exposed beams.
Because even over there, it's like at least 9 feet.
Yeah. And the TV is actually not going to be in this room. We just have it here for now because we actually don't know what we're going to do with this space. I'm working with a friend who does interior. She's going to help me. I think the white couch in the study will eventually go here. This leather couch will go up there in the billiards room because in this room, they left us all of their outdoor furniture, which I think will reupholster and spray paint the wicker a different color. But the light in here, yeah, like exposed beams up here. We're gonna do some kind of like makeshift old school looking beams. I don't know, I saw a real like tutorial. I thought that would be cool. And then having the leather couch up here, we're gonna do a TV in the corner on the wall to watch sports. So like for, you know, Super Bowl Sunday this week, we'll probably have a TV in here. That way you could play pool, watch TV. It's still kind of attached to this room, which goes out to the pool. Rue's learning how to crawl.
He's rocking. Rocking around the Christmas tree and the Christmas.
And then this would come into the bar area, which also comes into the kitchen. I'm not the biggest fan of having the walkthrough in the summer with the carpet in the pool, so I think people will use the mud room, which is on the other side of the house.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
gonna be like a strict house rule. It's like if you're using the pool, you do not come in through the sliding doors.
yeah, because the carpet and like wet, no thank
But
you.
even if it's hardwood and people are chilling, like go in the mud room, dry off, and then come in.
And then eventually we want to do like one big sliding door versus these two. Okay, we're gonna see what it looks like to have the plant on this side in the corner. If it'll fit.
That answers that.
It won't fit at all?
Well, it's the big green thing in here. Like, I don't even know if it's necessary, to be honest. It's what used to be in there. Because I'm thinking of wedging a scrap towel at the bottom so it stops being so wiggly.
But then you can't even see it. No. You can't even see it. It's like wedged in
It's
there.
like squished against the bookshelf.
Yeah, no, that's silly.
I'm gonna take this out.
All right, we completely changed this area over here. We got this little bar cart from my cousin. It used to be a dark wood, so I think we actually are gonna strip the white paint, and I think it looks so good here. We added the floating shelves that used to be in Rue's bedroom. Put some fun little thingies, put the plant over here, shifted the mirror a tad. The space is so much more opening and welcome. We got to figure out a place for this situation. I think it looks so good. But we got another piece from my cousin. It was actually my aunt's, and we're gonna put it over there. I'll show you. If we come through here, I moved this for now because the bookshelf is actually gonna go in this corner filled with books. This is gonna go in the other room. So beautiful, this buffet. Like I said, it was my aunt's. She passed away, and then it went to my cousin. They painted it white, but I am not the biggest fan of white. I want to strip it back to its original wood. It was like this with a bit of a stain. It's all wood inside. It's beautiful. And I love these. Once it's back to its original color, I think it's going to look so good in our home. Dan also has to cut out some drywall because we have the frame TV that we want to put up. And this is going to be our chill room. No kids playing in here. It's for the adults to come in and watch some TV, have a drink. I'm gonna put wallpaper instead of painting. Oh my gosh, this camera is so frustrating. I'm gonna put wallpaper instead of painting these, and then I'm gonna get a different rug. This couch eventually is gonna go into the other room, and we're gonna get a really nice, like, deep leather brown couch. I think it's gonna look so good. Okay. All right, so I think this looks so good here. Eventually, we are gonna paint the moldings, and I think we'll probably paint the bookshelf the same color as the moldings, because with the wallpaper, it's gonna look really nice. And then I'm gonna show you what we did to the other room. So this is what it looks like here. Looks so good. We have Pat's photo he took that we had framed in our old house, if you guys remember that. I actually don't mind this being white in this room because like a lot of it is white, but I think over time we're gonna strip it. It's just these wires. I feel like I need to put something here.
Yeah, you can hide them.
Looks great.
Yeah, I want to move this though.
Okay, let's move. We're gonna put it in here for the Super Bowl.
I might even put it there, like, so I could put a green table over there and put it in the corner.
Just for Super Bowl and then eventually mount it. Because I think it would be nice to have a TV here for like sports. So when people come over to play pool table.
Yeah, I could do that too if you want.
I just think it would make more sense. Because eventually all this outdoor furniture is gonna go outside, and then the leather couch will come up here. Yeah, but then
the leather furniture would go here.
Yeah, and then the white couch will go here. So yeah, we can move this TV. Cool.
Do you want to do that now?
Sure. All right, I'm going to my parents' house right now because I need to find some paintings for the house. They have right now in their basement a ton of the paintings from my grandma's house that are just sitting there collecting dust. I don't know why they're not putting it up. Mom and Dad, if you're watching this, I know you are. I don't know why you haven't put up any paintings in your house. You guys need stuff. But thankfully, my grandma said that we can borrow a ton to use for our home. So I'm gonna go scope some out and see what I think would look nice because they're all so beautiful and the frames are stunning and I feel like they would go so well around our home. And we just have a lot of empty wall space now. I do want to also put up some mixed tiles because I like that they're like family photos and I like that too, but there are certain rooms that I just want to have more like aesthetic paintings and things that I think are pretty. Yeah, honey. Oh. So many beautiful paintings that I cannot wait to put up around the house. Genuinely so stunning. These two go together. This painting that goes with this one, and a little bit about the artist, R. Rossini. It says he was born at Mantova in 1924. He is a self-taught man and offers a simple and delicate painting, very well melted in drawing and color. He is much known both in Italy and abroad, where his pictures are well appreciated. So I think it's absolutely beautiful, and there's a ton more that I'm gonna hang all around the house. Like another box and another bag of stuff, so that's what I'm gonna go do right now.
For you.
Another present? Mom and Dad, you missed out. You had a chance to put all these paintings up, and now they're gonna be here. But if you want them back, you can take anyone you want. Except for the self-portrait, that is mine. Kind of vain to put a picture of myself. Like, should I put it over the fireplace? Could you imagine I put a self-portrait of just me over my fireplace mantle? I'm gonna go do it and see what it looks like. It makes sense to have a picture of just myself. If I hung it up. I want to see what Dan's reaction is when he sees this. He's gonna be like, Alex, really take that down.
One of the first projects I had in mind to do in this new house is to just open up the upstairs floor plan, just to improve the flow of the house up here, because it's really confusing to us and to everyone who visits the way it's laid out. So I'll give you like a little brief walkthrough. Basically, you come up the stairs right from the front entrance. This is the original home. Come up the stairs, little hallway into a bathroom in here, and then a doorway into what was the original master bedroom, which is now Arkham's room, with Rue playing on the carpet. Hallway loops around here, guest room, which is office, and then Rue's room, linen pantry, a couple of storage things under the windows. But it's this right here that you're gonna see why we wanna change it. I wanna take out this wall so it flows straight through as a hallway like a normal upstairs. Because as it is now, we come in through Arkham's room, and you have to leave his room from another door into what was the original master ensuite before it connects into the new master suite. Do a 180 to where that wall was, and it's just a closet. So the back of that closet wall is where the towels were hanging. I'm gonna take out the curtain rod, repurpose that downstairs in the laundry room, clean this whole thing out so it becomes a straight shot hallway through for now, so that the flow is a little bit better. I'm gonna take off this door and turn it into an actual wall. That way Arkham's bedroom only has the one door, it's just more of a normal bedroom. And you don't have to walk through his room to get through the upstairs. At night when Rue's sleeping, if ever there's something we would need to do for her, we have to go downstairs through the kitchen and come back up the other side to her bedroom instead of just walking through the upstairs like a normal kind of house flow. It will become a bit odd at first because now that this is gonna open up into a hallway, it comes out here and you basically walk through a bathroom, like there's a shower right here in the hallway. But this is not a long-term like thing that we wanna leave here. Eventually, like our goal is to kind of repurpose this entire bathroom into a laundry station with a powder room, like keep the toilet. But for now it's gonna be a little bit awkward, but at least it's just proper flow through the house where it's just a straight shot hallway to the other side of the upstairs. So for this morning, I'm gonna like gut this all out, take down the door, probably open up this first section, but that main wall where the towels were hanging, I've told Arkham I'm gonna leave it for him, and when he gets home from school, him and I are gonna smash it together with hammers and take it down, because I think that would be pretty fun for him to be able to do a little bit of demo work. Anyway, that's gonna be kind of my project for today. Rue's gonna hang out here and play while I do that. And yeah, it should be fun.
Good morning. Welcome to a new day. I'm just getting ready, putting a little bit of makeup on, because it's that time of year where you just feel like so blah, well, at least for me. That's how I feel at this time of year. Although I like feel my mood getting better just by A, being in the space that we're in, and B, the sun setting later and later every day. I always feel like around one of my friends' birthdays, which is the beginning of March, is when I really start to feel the difference. I always remember it's like her birthday, it's like not super dark at 5:30, and I'm already starting to feel it, although we're still getting so much snow and we're supposed to have like a massive snowstorm in the next coming days. So we're not out yet from winter. But I want to go over a few design plans that I had for the study downstairs. Before I do that, I just want to thank today's sponsor of the video, which is BetterHelp. I feel like a broken record when I talk about therapy, but I was actually having a conversation with my friend the other day about starting therapy and how there's like still a stigma around it because she still like hesitates with going. And I was like, oh my gosh, girl, like it has literally been the best thing that I've ever done. I mean, I've been in therapy for like a decade. It's something that I probably will continue for the rest of my life as long as I can afford it. And I just think it's the best thing for mental health. And starting is usually like the hardest part. And that's why I really like the sponsor of BetterHelp, because I feel if you're really on the fence of deciding whether or not you want to start therapy, this is like the perfect place to start, because you get matched with a licensed therapist based off of your needs. When you sign up, you kind of just explain a little bit of what you're looking for, and they will match you with an expert. So I just find sometimes we get stuck in this like endless loop of just questioning ourselves and questioning our surroundings. And there's so many conversations I have with people in my life that like we just rehash the same topics over and over again. And I'm always there for my friends and my family, but sometimes I'm like, I feel like a therapist would be able to talk you through this properly and actually validate your feelings, give you advice for like how to work through something, because I am not a professional and all I could do is just listen. But sometimes working with someone who will help you through that cycle is like the best thing you can do, and so eye-opening and so freeing. I really do see going to therapy as a sign of strength and not weakness, and I want to get away from that stigma because that conversation just really opened my eyes to the fact that like a lot of people still think that way when it comes to it. And even the fact that Dan and I going to couples therapy, people are like, oh my gosh, you might have so many issues, and it's just like not the case at all. And even if we did have issues, like that's literally so normal. I say this in every video, but it is a two-way street. You need to connect with your therapist because it is a relationship. You're not gonna like click with someone right off the bat. You have to give it a bit of time to see if it's a right fit, but if it's not, it is no worry to switch and find somebody else. You can do that at no extra cost. It won't offend a therapist because they are looking out for you and they want to make sure that you find someone who is like the best fit for you. And coming from someone who is a people pleaser, I can understand how that's hard, because even for myself, I've been to therapists who like I didn't vibe with, but I felt bad and didn't want to say anything because I was like, well, I don't want to hurt their feelings. It does not hurt their feelings. Like they care about you and your well-being, and they want you to find someone who you connect with, so they are going to help you find somebody who can help you, because it is important. I've literally talked to people that are like, oh, I tried therapy, but like didn't really work for me. And it's like, okay, well, I really believe that therapy will work for everyone. It's just a matter of like finding the right person. And my current therapist that I'm with right now for EMDR, first therapist I started with, loved it right away. Like that can happen as well. I don't want to like make anyone scared to try it because they're like, oh, I'm not gonna connect, and it's like such a long process. Like it is a long process. Therapy is a long process, but it is like the best thing you can do for yourself. And it is so eye-opening. Like not only do you learn more about other people, but you learn a lot about yourself and like how you behave in certain situations and how you can improve yourself and just like live your best life ever. And I think even when I was struggling so hard, having that outlet was like the best thing for me, because I just needed someone who was unbiased and not emotionally invested in my situation to just like be there for me. And I think I just needed to get out of that slump. And I know a lot of you guys are saying that you already see a difference in me, which I could feel in this house. So I am just very grateful for today's sponsor, because it's like such a close place in my heart. I will never stop recommending therapy. It is the best thing, I think, for anyone. If everyone was in therapy, I feel like this world would be such a better place. To start therapy today, you can check out the link in my bio or use the link on the screen, which is betterhelp.com/Centomo, which is my last name, for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Centomo for 10% off. And again, thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. God, this camera is just in and out of focus. Design, let's talk design, because I saw this wallpaper online and I became obsessed with it, you guys. I was like, I need this wallpaper in my house ASAP. I'll post a photo right here of the wallpaper and then also the mock-up of what it would look like in our room. And like I was planning on painting the moldings, the build-ins, the fireplace, all of that to kind of match. Like either I was gonna do a darker green or like a cream or something like that, and then different furniture, whatever. That was the goal. But then the girl I'm working with, if you follow her on Instagram, her name is Megan Gieber. If you know, you know. Her stuff is just on another planet. Like I'm obsessed with her work. She's so creative and just such an artist. But she was like, girl, I'm gonna be so transparent. I am seeing that wallpaper pop up more and more recently. I feel like it's gonna be like the new hot thing, and it's just gonna be everywhere and you might get sick of it. So if you are totally dead set on that wallpaper, we'll do it. We'll have like a whole mood board based off of that wallpaper. But if you're open to it, I'm gonna send you like a few other mock-ups of different wallpapers and ideas that I have, because I'm just feeling that room to be a bit more like Nancy Meyers, Martha Stewart vibes. Like I was really thinking internally like old money aesthetic, darker interiors, study, deep. Like that's kind of the vibe I was going for, and Dan too. But I told her, I was like, I'm not dead set on this wallpaper. I'm obsessed with it, but I also am totally open to seeing other versions. So she has yet to send me. She said she's probably gonna make around 3 or 4 that I could look through, and I'm so excited. But for the room, either we're gonna go the whole Nancy Meyers route, like full on, or we're gonna do a bit more of like a dark academia, old money aesthetic. So, I mean, they're kind of on the same page, but also very different. So I still, like, I need to see all of the mock-ups in order to make my decision. And Dan is kind of just like, I trust whatever you do. So that's really helpful because it makes it easy for myself to get creative, and then also to work with someone who is a professional and they know what they're doing, because I just see things online that I really like. And sometimes I try to put it together myself. Like, I think it's gonna look one way and then it doesn't look that way. And I'm like, what the actual heck? So this time, I'm sure it will be so good, especially when she's done with it. I just think I see her content and I always love everything that she posts. Oh my gosh, I just got mascara all over my fingers. The Diplown living area is like also something I'm very excited to start, because I have kind of an idea of what I want to do. Because that extension is like a whole different part of the house. I think I'm gonna do like a more 60s, 70s aesthetic in those rooms. Since it is a dip down living area, I feel like it's very appropriate of the time. And I want it to be a little retro, I don't know. Have an idea of what I think will look so good. I just am also trying to find like Canadian companies now with the whole tariff situation. Yeah, here's the makeup. We have to go pick up a rental car right now, and then I have a meeting at 1, so kind of have to like zip out, and then we're gonna finish up the rest of the house. I have already filmed so much footage, so I think I'm already gonna have to split this up into 2 vlogs, because or else this would be an hour-long video, and I just don't think you guys would be down for that. So I'm going to, like everything else that I've done the past few days, probably have to split that up into like next week's vlog. But I have like a lot of things planned, so stay tuned for the next weekly vlogs, because there's just like so many fun things coming up, and you'll see as we go and the house kind of like expands and we start to renovate and do things, you'll be able to see. And I am just so giddy for it all. Like, I'm just feeling so inspired. So yeah, now let's cut back to the footage.
Okay, it has begun. I started taking some stuff off. I cleared everything out of the closet here. We're gonna repurpose the bookshelf for Arkham and actually use it. Doors down, took the shelf off, ripped off all the pieces, taking off the baseboards, and then I'm just gonna unattach that light switch which controls the light up there, just to have it loose. And then this little wall section is coming down. So 2 more baseboard pieces to take off, and then we're getting a move on.
Could you imagine we found stuff hidden in the walls?
Like a body.
Okay, that's not what I was thinking. But I've always heard of those little stories, like little notes,
Like
or
a gold mine.
a gold mine. Yeah.
The 2 extremes. A body and a gold mine.
Taking off the light switch.
Last thing. I also like, I wonder how many. And there's definitely like a header right here or whatever, a footer under the door frame, but I wonder what they put in between, if there's even any wood or anything.
You see there's paper in there?
Yeah, there's like scrap paper in here, but these are copper.
Oh, okay.
So that's good. I think that's what the inspector had found, was that it was copper like in the whole original home. You saw this paper?
Yeah, what is that?
Also, I can't see how the box got screwed in.
Oh my god.
See, this is what Arkham will get to do after school.
Ooh, I do not like the sound of that. He's not gonna like that.
It's gonna be too loud. It's too loud!
Yeah, he's gonna be scared.
Looks like there's a snake there. Yeah, there is. There's wood right here.
Whoa.
I just want to get an idea of like what I'm looking at. Okay, there's the wire. Okay, and they do have a stud across. Okay, that's built pretty strong.
Wow, like literally what a difference just with opening that up.
Wait till the other side's open and you can see through.
I know, that's gonna be wild.
So this is 46 inches,
Okay.
but the wall is only 36. So this right here is part of the bathroom.
Okay.
Like the shower is here.
Yeah.
Actually, it's there. But this is like behind the door. right?
Yeah.
So it'll be kind of cool because we could, like I said, put a bookshelf here.
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
Like a built-in, I could even just put that one
Yeah,
back.
exactly. That's what I was thinking.
But it's gonna open here.
What are we gonna do with the carpet? The two differences.
It's gonna be ugly till we figure out what we're gonna do for the floor. Because it's literally gonna go from hardwood to a gap like this, which I might fill with that scrap green carpet.
Right. Oh, smart.
I'll fill the 2 gaps with the scrap green carpet for now. So it's gonna look really weird until we're actually done, but.
Yeah, I mean, we're not in a rush.
At least it'll be like a normal flow of the house, you know?
Yeah. You explained that, right? Like his room.
That was the first thing, yeah. It's on. I showed, like, you have to walk through his bedroom, which is like super inconvenient.
I know.
And at night, if Rue is like gonna be crying, let's say she's sick and she's like crying overnight, we'll have to either go through Arkham's room or go around through the kitchen.
Yeah.
At least this way it's like, whoop.
You look handsome.
Thank you.
So Dan noticed here, there was some wallpaper that used to be here.
Yeah, behind the door frame, like all here too.
It was probably in the bathroom.
Yeah, and I bet under all this. Oh, maybe not, because it stops there. I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Unless maybe they didn't trim it because they knew they'd be covering it. Like they cut it off the wall here. I don't know. Because it wasn't under the drywall or on the drywall here.
Oh, interesting.
But it looks like someone cut it, see?
Yeah.
So it's like they cut it to put up a closet. I don't know. It's cool. It's like the history.
I know, I love it.
Hey, over there!
Wow! See through?
We can see the whole thing.
See me?
Now you come upstairs and it's a hallway.
Rah, 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 rah.
I got my best helper right here helping me tear down the wall. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Looks so good.
I love it. I'm so happy.
Me too. And it's open.
One, because
Heck yeah. All right. It's the evening and we have a hallway all the way through. Look at this.
Kinda done.
Semi-done. Eventually all the floors are gonna be hardwood. They're gonna all match. You really like, I don't know why they did it that way, but we have a nice hallway now. So eventually have proper door frames. I mean, we could even do an arch, Dan.
That's what I was thinking is I would turn this, well, I know the attic's there, but I could do a big arch right here and then a big arch, well.
No, I was gonna say just a smaller arch.
A little smaller, like arch here and arch there. But I like that it's a corner here because it's like this wood will come out, right?
Yeah,
so it'll go to this wood.
Yeah.
But then there's like, I don't know, 12 inches, 18 inches right here. It gets a little wider. So like a built-in bookshelf, floating shelves, like I don't know, there's a lot of potential.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm gonna have to split this up into 2 parts because it is already literally so long. I have like 2 hours of footage I need to edit down. And I just know it's gonna be in like 2 or 3 vlogs because we've already done so much with the house. And I'm so curious to know your thoughts. Obviously, like I have my own taste and Dan, like we both kind of align on everything and then we're working with an interior decorator. But if you guys have any ideas or thoughts or things that you like, feel free to leave them down below in the comments. I'm always so open to seeing what people like because that's one of the things that brings me inspiration is like seeing how other homes are done or how other people do things. I can choose little pieces of what I like. So again, thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. I love you guys and I will see you in next week's vlog. Bye.